Hello, my loves, and welcome to the May 2025 Crystal Channeling, where I channel wisdom and guidance and insight from the crystals, both collectively, the crystals in the earth, and also the crystals in my keeping, to help us navigate this month in our highest, but also to give us access points for energy medicine and spirit guidance that can support us in our own journey through this month. And so for May, I actually channeled some energy information from this beautiful twin quartz here for May. And so I'm going to start off just by giving you a quick snapshot of the energy of May. And then go into the three crystals that have sung themselves into this month's channeling, who have medicine or guidance that can be of service to you. So they're starting off by saying that this crystal was well chosen for this month because it both physically and energetically demonstrates or illustrates the divergence of timelines that is happening at the end of this month and guiding people to align themselves accordingly. At the beginning of 2025, they're saying we did suggest to you that there was a convergence of timelines that was occurring, but that by the midpoint of the year, they would diverge and people would head either in one direction or the other, either the right timeline or the left, so to speak. The right timeline continues with the energy and events that we have been currently witnessing on this planet at this time that have been building up for quite a long time. It is a timeline that continues along the path of fear, of distrust, of destruction, of despair and dismantling. And this is a pathway that is going to be taken by those who have not yet at this time in their process evolved to a level of consciousness where they are ready to seek out more for themselves on a positive plane or along a positive pathway. They have not yet begun the work on themselves that will align themselves with a higher vision, a higher possibility for reality and for the future. They still find themselves sucked into hate, into fear, into disseminating false information, low opinions, cruelty, gossip, but also indecisiveness, this unwillingness to listen to themselves. And they're saying, of course, with all souls, ultimately, all pathways lead them back to the one. All pathways lead them back to the light. This pathway is for those who are just taking a bit longer to get there, and that is fine. For the opposite pathway, the opposite timeline, which we are saying is to the left, this is moving more into or back into the divine feminine, harmony with the earth, harmony with each other, but not in a quote unquote kumbaya fashion, dear one, in a way that is real, in a way that is grounded, in a way that is genuine and sincere, finding our way forwards into a greater light way of being. And this is going to be for those who are dreaming a new earth into being, who are consistently and readily aligning themselves with kindness, with possibility, who have been working on themselves and their healing process, who are elevating their minds and expanding their consciousness and therefore their possibilities. These are the ones who believe in the dream in their heart, even if they don't see yet how it is possible. These are the ones who either consciously or unconsciously are hearing and listening to the Lemurian song and allowing that to lift them up as a new consciousness begins to rise up and into our experience, uplifting us to a greater 4D and ultimately a 5D capacity. And so for those of you for whom you are ready for a better life, a better reality, a better world, now is the time to choose. Do I choose in the belief of a better possibility? Am I willing to align myself with that in a way that is genuine, in a way that is authentic? So we're not talking about false sincerity or niceness, but a genuine desire to improve, to evolve, to grow, and committing and directing energy into that. And so this is the month where we are going to experience the beginning of that divergence, where we are going to make the choice in terms of how we are aligned and commit to it. And the energy of this month is going to feel very long, dear ones. It's going to feel very long. There's going to be twists and turns. There is going to be ups and downs. But all you need to keep coming back to is your faith. What do you believe in terms of a higher possibility, a more harmonious world? What dream in your heart have you decided to claim? How are you leading with greater kindness, mercy, consciousness in your decision making? This is what is going to align you with the path you desire, moving forward and evolving into a greater possibility. For those who choose this path, they're saying, have faith because this will ease your experience through this month enormously. Light and spirit is aligning to surround you, to protect you, to uplift you and show you the way. This is going to be a month that is blessed with greater synchronicity for many, a turning or shifting in fortunes. This is a 5 month. 5 is the energy of transformation. And while we may have other energies from the numerology and also the astrology weaving into this month, remember, dear one, that you are a divine co-creator. This is a month where you choose change, either for good, for the positive, for the yes to the dream and the possibility, or you choose the path of dismissing and negativity and survival and lack mentality and anger and hate. And we say anger in a way that is its lower form, its lower lower frequency or radiance, in that anger is a healthy thing. It is a sign for us that a boundary has been crossed. It is loud hurt that needs to be heard and met. However, those who respond to their anger in a loving, a compassionate, an honest way, as opposed to those who act out of their anger, who project it, who are harmful with it, this is the dividing line in anger between the pathway, the timeline that is leading us to a new and better earth, and the timeline that is continuing to spiral in the current circumstances we are seeing in the world. And so now I am being prompted to pick up the first crystal in this channeling for medicine, for guidance and advice. And I'll introduce first the 3 crystals that sang themselves into this reading for this month. And you can begin to tune into the resonance, see which one is calling to you the most, because that's the energy and the crystalline spirit consciousness that can be of best service to you in terms of where you individually are at this point in time on your timeline, on your life path. And so the first crystal that's saying itself in is Magnetite. The second crystal that's saying itself in is Celestite. And the third crystal that's saying itself in, Scolectite. So now I will begin with the Magnetite channeling. This is a month, dear one, where grounding is essential. Grounding and laying the foundation for the new or future life you wish to be living. First and foremost, it is extremely important to check in with the integrity of your foundation, of your structures. And by structures, we don't mean just the structure of your home or edifice. What we mean are the structures that give shape to your life. Looking at your plans, looking at your finances, looking at your lifestyle, your daily self-care routine. They're saying a lot of people have found themselves by this nearing midpoint of the year as having fallen out of their self-care, struggling to tend to themselves in a way that is healthy, that is benevolent, that is uplifting for themselves. And so this is a month to take a look at those foundational structures. How is my physical health? How are my finances? What are my plans for this month and going forward? What are my plans for my business, my career, my relationships, whatever it is that if you do a life scan right now, just silently within, you feel, yeah, that's a little out of balance, or it's a little out of whack, or I feel like there's stagnant energy there, or I feel like there's energy that's draining there. This is the month to dedicate yourself to looking at that lovingly in a way that you can nurture it into better sustainability, structured organization, and really setting it up with the supports it needs to succeed. Now, we do understand, dear one, that for some of you, you may hear this and feel overwhelmed. But the medicine of this crystal, Magnetite, can help bring you back into your center, grounded in your presence, connected to the earth, and channeling the energy you need to take a clear look, a step back, a deep breath, and say, okay, piece by piece, I can address this. Piece by piece, I've got this. This is how I can move forward. It's coming back to brass tacks, so to speak, back to that 0 point, listening to yourself and being very honest, because trying to move forward when you've got a faulty, leaky, or shaky foundation is not going to serve you for the remainder of the year. So take time out to sit with this crystal, listen to yourself, tune into the different areas of your life that you feel are calling to your attention, and channel the spirit guidance that can help you move forward with greater ease and chance at success. Okay, good. Thank you, Magnetite. And so now for our second crystal, Celestite. This is a month of deepening into your spiritual path and your commitment to your spiritual work, to your spiritual practice, but also the higher divine calling that is calling to you, seeking out greater sense of purpose and really committing devotionally to your spiritual path and to your spiritual practice, remembering that you are a spiritual being having a physical experience, and really taking a look at what is your calling moving forward? What is your higher purpose? Are you aware of this? Have you discovered this? This, dear one, they are saying, is going to enrich your life enormously. Many people right now have lost their sense of purpose. And without sense of purpose, there is a lack of certainty in their lives, a lack of certainty on their path. There's also a lack of fulfillment and satisfaction. No, of course, dear one, you are indeed not here just simply to work to pay bills. Your soul sang you into creation in this lifetime because it has plans, it has desires, it has a design for your life that fills you up with light, that juices your heart with passion, that it ignites your inner sacred fires. And they're saying when you are alight with these energies, dear one, your life begins to move, it begins to change, it begins to transform. Your mind, your feeling, your energies, and your spirits uplift. You find joy in creation and in life again. So if you feel that you have been neglecting your spiritual self, your spiritual work, your spiritual path, dear one, Celestite is here to help you reconnect. It's here to help you tap back into that higher energy, that higher mystery, that spirit guidance, but also the song and the voice of your soul that is calling to you. And so your invitation is to sit with this crystal, connect with this crystal, sleep with this crystal, dream with this crystal. Let the mystery and the messages unfold, because this, dear one, is a positive turning point on your timeline. This is where things begin to change. This is where they begin to get better. This is where your dreams seem possible. This is where you remember who you are and come back to yourself again. And so the essence, the devotion, the commitment, the priority for you this month, dear one, is to deliciously indulge in your spiritual work, your spiritual practices, your spiritual exploration again, because the more you expand into this, the more you deepen into your energy, your mastery, your power, your purpose, and your possibility. And isn't that a beautiful thing indeed, dear one? Okay, thank you, Celestite. And now, oops, can you see it? Let's do it this way. And now for Scolectite. The angels are singing to you, dear one. Can you hear it? And by angels, we don't just mean angels of a biblical variety or even a new age spiritual variety. There are angels on this earth. There are angels in the ethers. Even with the animal spirits on this earth, there are angels. You are being called yourself to become an angel on this earth, to care more, to devote more, to commit more to tending to this earth, protecting this earth, shielding this earth from harm with your light, with your activity, with your love, and with your greater potentiality. Some of you are being called to war, yes, but not in the lower, harmful human construction of that meaning, but a higher purpose war that is about drawing down and containing more light on this planet, spreading light, expanding light. And this is done in many different ways. This is done in kindness. This is done in sharing your work and your messages. This is done in healing work. This is done in advocacy. This is done in volunteer work. This is done in charity. The earth and the world is calling in its angels, and if this crystal has sung to you, you are one of them, dear one, and you've known in your heart for some time that you are, but perhaps you have been feeling held back in your offering, in your purpose, in this inner urging or calling that you're feeling within you. But now is the time for you to claim it, own it, and act upon it. There is a greater harmony that you are helping to introduce into this reality, dear one. And we know you are hearing this right now. We know you are feeling the resonance. We know that you are feeling the chills in your body and perhaps tears coming to your eyes. We are calling you now, dear one, to the front lines, but again, not for harm, not to do harm, but to become the spiritual light warrior, the guardian of the earth, of goodness, of life, of kindness, of healing, of simplicity and possibility. You are one of the ones, dear one, who is ushering us into the new earth. You are one of the ones, dear one, who is tending to the hearts of all. You are one of the ones, dear one, who is going to breathe life, vitality, and goodness back into all again. So in however this calls you, whether it is works of art, whether it is picking up the phone and speaking to people, reaching out to people, caring for people, whether it is in your higher calling or purpose, whether it is in the light work or the artwork that you have been avoiding, dear one, now is the time. Step into the role. We are calling you, we are singing to you, we are waiting for you. And any fears, any worries, any doubts, any limitations that may come up in your mind as we speak this message to your soul, this is when you take hold of Scolectite, this dear one. This is when you take hold of this crystal and you let its spirit whisper to you. You let its consciousness elevate you. You let its energy harmonize the energetics in your own energetic field. You let the angels come in and surround and support and help you and lead you and guide you along the way. And in doing so, dear one, you also help to lead and guide and support and help and heal others. And isn't that a most beautiful thing, dear one? Everywhere you walk is sacred ground. Everything you touch improves and heals. You are filled with light. You are filled with possibility. Now is your calling and your time to begin to share this in the world. And again, whenever you feel doubt, resistance, obstinacy, fear, or even perhaps regret, guilt, take hold of this crystal. Let it be your ally, and you will find your way forward into greater possibility and the greater purpose that has been waiting and calling for you. Okay, thank you, Scolectite. And so there you go, dear ones. There is our channeled message for this month of May 2025. And I do hope that that's saying to your heart. I do hope that you found something in that can be of service to you. And the crystallines also asked me to point out that if you don't have the crystal in your keeping that called to you today, you don't have to rush out and get it. You can also take hold of a piece of clear quartz that is in your keeping. Humbly connect to its energy and ask for its service, its consciousness, its help. And then tell it the frequencies, the energies that you are seeking to channel to support you this month. Whether it is Celestite, whether it is Scolectite, whether it is Magnetite, the quartz knows them all, because all of these frequencies raise and weave through the crystalline matrix that is part of our Earth's consciousness, that is present and around us at all times. And the crystallines say, quartz is the great singer that can sing any song in creation. Ask for its help, and it will be of service to you. And so that concludes our reading for today. And of course, if I can be of service to you in any way, my contact information and my website is below. And thank you, dear one, for listening to this today. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. You can also join my newsletter and receive the blog link for the written version of this channeling, as well as additional tips on how to work with these crystal spirits and consciousness in this month. And so now I will leave you. Bright blessings on your path, dear one. Know that we need you. Know that you are here with purpose. And we are looking forward to receiving the blessing of you in this month.